So hopefully this is coming in clear. Hopefully y'all can hear me. And yeah, so I'm on part two of my flipping vehicles um, series that I'm doing. I didn't really know it was going to be a series, but I'd made some little content about the Jeep. I should have done a lot more, but life's busy and chaotic right now. So I'm just doing what I can, just one man doing all I can. So what's good? What's good, Joe? What's good, man? I just wanted to, make a little part two for this flip series that I'm doing of, I sold this Jeep. So I'm on to the next chapter now, you know. And I'm currently trying to figure out what to do right now with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out. So this started with $500, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to yeah, but I'm trying to make some quick profit. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to well, I can't believe. So this started with one, two, three, four, five. So this flip series started with $500. That's what I got the Jeep for. It's 500 right here. Now, profit, let's peel another 200 for parts. Okay. So now we're on profit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I pulled in 1,600 over what I started with. So I started with 500. Now I have another 16 on top of that, plus the two that I spent fixing it up. So I say I had about 700 into the Jeep. Now, you know what I'm saying? So this is after one flip. One flip. I started with $500, and this is what we on right now, $2,300. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just showing people, it can be done. It can be done. This isn't my first rodeo. Life gets in the way all the time. I'm not trying to. I have my ups and downs and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying? I was working a little gig. I thought about it, and I'm like, man, I'm not making enough money. I got to do something to make a little more, So I started looking for cheap vehicles and ended up with the $500 Jeep and just turned it into 2,300. So that's where I'm at right now. And now I'm looking for my next vehicle to flip. Luckily, I got paid too at the same time, so I have like 23 plus 500 left too. So yeah, right now we're looking at like 28 to put into but no, I really only want to touch like 2,000 of that at the most. If I could, I'd find another 500 to $1,000 vehicle and do that again. Since you see I made basically 1,600 profit. So if I made 1,600 profit again, you know what I'm saying, then I'd have something. Yeah, but I'm looking for immediate turnover rate right now. This is a flip series. This is all about flipping vehicles. This is all about, and not just vehicles. I'm willing to flip anything, anything. So right now, you know, I don't really want to spend any more than this 2,300 right here. And if I can, I want to only spend half of that to get my next thing. So that's what I'm looking at right now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, we're going through some financial times right now. Gas is over $5 a gallon here in Oregon. Like, times are rough. I'm in between jobs now. My gig ended. I was doing security. That ended. I did have a job interview for a tire shop yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, man, I'm looking for my next little flip. And man, it feels good to turn $500 into all that. You know what I mean? Like, I've done it multiple times and stuff in the past. You know, I'm pretty good at that. But bro, when you have so much you can't even fan it out, like after just one flip, that's a blessing, man. I think our one infinite creator. I was praying somebody would buy that Jeep, man, and give me a little blessing. And they didn't even try to talk me down on no money. They gave me what I was asking. So they got a good deal. I got a good deal. They have minor little things to do to it to make it perfect. And then they'll have a vehicle that they can actually make money on. And I made money on. You see what I'm saying? I like to make a perfect scenario is when we both win. You know, and the person originally getting rid of it just needs a few bucks in their pocket. They don't really care. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that just needs a few bucks in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Here's this vehicle. We got another one. Okay, boom. You know what I mean? So this is after one flip, bro. I literally started with $500, and now here's $2,300. So, bro, it's amazing. It's amazing. And just in case anybody don't believe me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's my progress right now off of one flip. I bought it for 520. I put another 200 into it. So that brought my total to about 700. Now I have 23. So that's where we're on right now. That Jeep that was in the picture is no longer with me. Me and my dog miss it, but that's part of the game. So once I put that glass pack on there, man, it really just woke that thing up. It was really fun to drive after that. So I was really digging driving it. And what's funny is I even, because I'm a very honest person, man. We were on the test drive. And I was like, hold on, it's a Jeep. We have to go to the beach. You have to test out what it can do. And they're like, I'm going to let you drive. And I went and ripped it on the beach, just like I normally would. I even went a little bit harder because I wanted to show them, hey, look, this thing tough. So we done ripped through the sand in 2-wheel drive. I was revving it a bit, hitting that power, man. Anyways, they had so much fun. They were like, thank you. I had so much fun. And I definitely want your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can be honest and still get a sale, man, when you out having fun. Maybe you have a drift car. Maybe you have off-road. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's all about honesty. It's all about honesty. Point blank. I would rather... That's just me. I just can't have anything else. So, anyways, let me see what y'all saying, man. 23 hundo. Nah, fool. Them are real authentic, bill, bro. Oh, that shit real as fuck, dude. Super real, bro. Yeah, I ain't on none of that shit. I don't fuck with none of that shit, dude. You ain't catching me. You ain't catching me fucking with none of that shit, dude. You know what I mean? Boom. There's the strip. So, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with that real shit only, man. I ain't on no fake period, bro. There just ain't that bone in my body. I ain't cut for all that, man. I'm cut for being honest. I'm cut for being real. And that's just what I do. So yeah. Started with 500, put 200 more in, peel back 2,300 real quick. Like, all right, y'all. That's our first. Our first step is completed. That's why we're on chapter 2 now. And I've already been looking, but you know, the first thing people make a mistake, man, once they sell that first one, a lot of times people get a little sloppy on that second one and they don't make as much profit as they could. Or, you know, they'll put most or all of the money that they just got into something that's barely worth more than what they just gave, which is still a gain. But you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for more of that. I can take 500 to 1,000 and turn it into over 2,000. You know what I mean? That's ideally, you know, I'm trying to turn 2,000 into like 4,500. Ideally, it's not my first time flipping cars, so ideally that's what I'm trying to do. So you know what I'm saying, like, cause I'm good at working on them, man. I get them running good, get them sounding good. You know, if they got any exhaust problems, you know, take care of that. That way, you know, you got some brand new exhaust on that thing, brand new oil, everything. You jump in there and you are good to go. Right? Yeah, man. I uh I don't know, you know, gold's just not where I'm at in life right now. Gold just isn't important to me. Like, you know, I don't know if it really would ever be. I don't like money. I don't like currency. I don't like the idea of it or any of that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll put that out there to be clear, man, because I don't like that, bro. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do to survive. And for me, I'm just trying to pay off my land. I've already paid over $10,000 on this land, yo. I'm now under $5,000 that I owe left. So, you know, for $15,000, that's the price. That might even be less than y'all's rent per year. 15 grand might be less than y'all's rent for a year. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of paying that rent, it's going to take longer than a year, you know, to pay off $15,000 typically, because, you know, you don't have the same stability that you would have if you were renting a place. So there does come prices to pay. Nothing good comes easy. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts, man. Nothing good comes easy. So, you know, for me, it's like Instead of just burn all that 15 grand, why don't I put it into land where I could potentially make more off of that? You know? Because for me, I'm trying to think about survival. I'm trying to think about surviving these crazy times we're in right now, man. It's wild out there. Yeah, land and gold, man. I just love land because to me, especially in America, it's important to have somewhere to go, man. And living out here like this, like I've been, just motorhoming around, bro. It makes you, just realize how tough it can be, not but that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. You see, I ain't out here like all these other people that don't have a plan. No, no, no. Homie's got a plan. And that's why I'm flipping vehicles right now, man, because I want to make this plan happen quicker. I want to do more than the bare minimum. I'm tired of, I've been kind of doing the bare minimum. I'm gonna keep it real. So, for me right now, I'm trying to get it done. I don't want to be paying on this land, till next year, which is how long it would take. No, man. By this summer, I'm gonna have it paid off, dude. I got to. Because I want to move on to the next chapter of then not having to dump money into that. Now, that money can go to something else. You know what I'm saying? So, and now I can be out there on my land if I want and just kind of escape for a while and just do my thing. But, realistically, I'm trying to get myself set up right now to the point of if I can flip a few more vehicles, I want to have enough to pay off the land and have a vehicle or two that I can flip. Because if I can pay off my land and have a couple vehicles to flip, now I'm sitting a lot better. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm working for right now, man. So yeah, I'm very thankful, man. I prayed for this, man. I prayed for this, and it done came through, man. So you know what I mean. This is man, this is God right here, dude. I'm out here just following my vision, man. It takes real courage, like to not be in a situation of uncertainty about a lot of things, but still continuing to try anyways. Not worrying about, but not worrying about failing. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, that's what can hold you back from doing things, man. You're scared of this or that and whatever, so you don't do it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get past all that. Right? Daisy girl, come here, baby girl. Daisy, I got something for you. Come here. My dog's protesting right now because even though we've already been outside to the beach, because right now we're at the ocean, but Daisy, come here, baby girl. We're gonna go back outside here in just a minute, okay? Nice, cool. Somebody else with the campers out here. Come on, baby. We've already just been outside, but we're gonna go back out there again. You wild girl. It's not as nice as people would think. That wind out there is cold, Joe. Man, you got that wind coming off of the West Coast ocean, man. That shit is cold right now. Bro, like, seriously, I don't even want to be out there. You know, I can enjoy being right by the ocean without having to see it. I got my vents open up on top, and I have one window open over there. So that way I can smell it and hear it. You know, that's good enough for me. Like, I don't need to be out there freezing my ass off in the wind, man. Like, hey, or you know, out there in a big coat, and then you know, if you get a big coat on and the sun's shining on you, you know, man, we go out there and play, and then as soon as I get cold, I'm like, all right, let's just go back in for a little bit, do our thing. But yeah, y'all, but will they still be there? Wait, what? Will what still be there in 1 year? I'm not really sure what you're saying. Man, I'm having you know, there's many options out there of the next vehicle I can get and try to flip, but you know, I'm trying to, if I can, I'm gonna find a larger profit margin. You know, you gotta, if you can't get it for as cheap as you want, you know what I'm saying, then you're not gonna make as much as you want off of it. Because you can't go above a certain price. I mean, you shouldn't. You shouldn't go above a certain price. You know, like if it's in, you know, I like to judge the like you have to get it running good, so that way you can at least be in a good category. But you know, you want to base it really off the condition, which is what I did on my first sale, and why I priced it for in the middle. You know, I could have priced it for like 3,500, but I didn't feel like it was in the cosmetic condition to be worth 3,500. So it was worth in between 15 and 35. And I said, I got it for cheap enough that I can still make a good profit at 23. And so they're not getting ripped off. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm about, man. I'm thinking about me and them. You ain't gonna find, man. That's just because I'm real, man. That's just who I am. That's just period who I am, man. So it's like, yeah, I ain't trying to rip nobody off in no flipping car process. Hell no, at all. They're gonna get a good deal. They're gonna get what they pay for, always. Or I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't even gonna buy the car to flip in the first place if I don't. Yeah, if I don't know it's gonna be good. Like if I know it's not gonna be good, then I'm not gonna fuck with it. Man, hold on. We gotta load a little, man, bro. We're out here at the ocean. My dog absolutely bugging to go outside, man. But man, it's too cold right now, bro. That wind is not fun. I don't know about y'all, man, but wind coming off of a cold water. Nah, man, I'm good with all that. I would rather just stay my ass right here. Uh-oh, I'm showing things I'm not supposed to. All right. Anyways, what's good with y'all, man? How's y'all day going? We just out here at the beach, man. I'll show you. You know, my wallet's looking good. Happy about that. Since I'm in between jobs right now too, so let's see if I can give y'all a little taste real quick here. You know what I'm saying? We got that's the ocean right over here. This is a jetty right here. We got these caves and whatnot, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful through here, man. This is, bro, I love this life right here, dude. Like, this is the part of it that's worth it, you know? And having land when I'm done, worth it. Having, you know, because for me, it's like things can happen and you can lose gold. You feel me? People can rob you. Shit can happen. Like, you know, somebody might steal like your vehicle or, you know, whatever, man. Tons of situations. You can lose gold pretty easily. But legally owning some land is a bit different. You know what I'm saying? So for me, land is smarter than gold because I'm just being realistic. I don't have a home in the rich folk community. I don't live in no gated community, none of that. So for me to try to save via gold, and then you're saying you want me to trust to put it in a bank? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's not a smart move. If I was some, you know, average person, whatever, living in a gated community or, you know, up in the multi-million dollar freaking neighborhoods and whatever, and, you know, they can still get touched too. So just because you got all that doesn't mean you can't get touched up, man. So for me, like, I'd rather have land. Still doesn't mean I can't get touched up, but it's like, for what at that point? Like, you're not just gonna, like, the land is titled, will be titled in my name once I pay it off. So it's like, boom. Anyways, you know, it's more just that too. Plus, you have land to then be like, you know, you have to do the research. You can't just buy any land because most land out there for sale has all kinds of guidelines and, you know, HOA or even non-HOA. They got all these guidelines and things you can and can't do. And bro, where I bought land don't have like that. So, you know what I mean? It's like some out in the boonies type shit, man. So, you know, I ain't rich. So, yeah, man. But I am rich up here, and I just want to be able to have my little piece of land, go out there and protect me and mine, my energy, not have to be around all this rat race, crazy, man, being mixed in with population out in towns and whatnot. It's just, Not for me anymore, man. I'm out here, but you know what I mean. I'm just like, bro. I have some good times, but still at the same time, it's like, bro, there's just so many crazy people out there that it's just like, I ain't worried or you know, but just to even have to listen to them fucking screaming and tripping out and, you know, it's like, man, it's not something you really want to go through every day and shit, so dealing with hearing sirens all blaring and just I don't know, man. It's just too much happening. People getting pulled over for nothing, and it's just man, it's just too much happening, bro. I just want to go have peace out on my land and maintain a stronger and stronger connection with our infinite creator and the love and light within too. Finding that creator within ourselves. So that's why I want to have land to create on. And even if it's just a state of mind. So yeah, man. I'm feeling just blessed right now. So yeah, man. Sending y'all love and light, and just gonna keep put my head down and doing what I gotta do to follow my plan, follow my visions, follow my dreams. Yeah, that's what time it is, man. Because they can't, man. If you let them take that from you, bro, they've won. And I'll be damn if they win, dude. They ain't winning. Them demons, bro. They ain't winning. Them demons gonna lose, bro. Straight up. That is not the right side to be on, y'all. So yeah. At the end of the day, like I know that with the path that I'm following and everything, like it's gonna be all right. Like one way or another, and regardless, like what happens and stuff. Sometimes blessings take a rude disguise. Who said that? Let me know. Let me know if you know who said that. Sometime, like, there's probably been multiple people, but who was one of the people that that said that? Let me know if you know, man. Yeah. What's good, man? What's good? Bro, I made a mixture. Go figure. Me and my mixtures, man. I made a mixture and I'm like feeling good. Plus, I mean, man, I've been working for this. This ain't been life ain't been no cakewalk. That's for damn sure, man. So the fact that me and my dog are okay, and I have so far currently bought and sold one vehicle currently in this time frame. Many in the past, many in the past, but in this current time frame, we on our first one. Got it sold. It was going so strong that they didn't even try to hackle me on the price. They didn't even They didn't even say nothing about that, man. They knew the price. They knew what they was getting. So yeah, man. Hopefully they're enjoying that thing right now. But anyways, so life goes on. We light up a Camel Red. Those are pretty good, you know. These ones here. I like my full flavor, man. And yeah, man, I'm soaking it up at the beach. I haven't been sleeping real well lately, you know. I just got my goal in mind. So, cuz you know, for me it's just I'm on right now I'm on like it's almost like you know, you can have multiple books to your life. Your life don't got to be contained by one book. You can have multiple books that happen throughout your life with multiple chapters in each book, right? So for me, it's like, you know, I'm trying to close this book that I'm on so I can move to the next book. So right now I'm going through chapters to get to the end of the book. So for me, you know, I can start back to chapter one on something fresh. So that's what I'm doing, man. Once I get that land paid off, it's like, all right, now we on the next step. Now what we doing? We building on it. We digging. We getting water. We getting septic. We doing that by hand because it's close enough down. I can do that. We doing that. Putting whatever I can afford to come up with for a structure on that thing. Clean it up real nice. You know, probably because ultimately, like that's what I'm. Yeah, I'm trying to have that hustler mentality right now to, because you know I don't work no normal jobs right now. Like I just had an interview, so hopefully I get that. But at the same time, like I'm doing this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, that's a good little start for just one move. For just one move. Now you know you started with 500. Now you got 2,300. These are all hundos. You feel me? So it's like that's bro. We in here. We're trying to make something happen, bro. And I'm just trying to help motivate other people to do the same. Because you know, a lot of people they spend all their money and then it's gone. And even if you buy like gold and stuff, and then you end up selling it or whatever, like if we're talking short term now, you're not gaining anything. But if I can buy something under circumstances to where I get it for just a fraction of what it's actually worth and working order, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's just basic math. To me, I don't want to buy something for $2,000 and maybe get 2,100 back, maybe get 1,900 back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's no man. If I want to buy something for 2,000, like I want to get four back or more. Realistically, if I'm gonna spend the whole two, I want to get close to five back. So that's just how it is, man. You know what I because everything's so expensive nowadays and stuff and whatever. And, you want to take steps that kind of match all that inflation and stuff instead of just like breaking even. We ain't got time right now to break even. That's why I'm being very, very. I've spent a lot of time looking. Then I look into all the different factors of the value of the vehicle, what it could be potentially be worth, what realistically it's going to be worth when I'm done with it. Those are the numbers I want to go off of. So that's what we on right now, man. We're doing it. We're doing it. So, God, I want infinite creator, Allah, whatever you wanna, you know, Jah. Yeah, man. I prayed, man. I prayed. It doesn't always line up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it just don't. But you know what I mean? Like just trying to move smart right now, man. We're in some times right now when you just gotta move really smart. So that's what we on, man. Man, I'm like just stoked today. Like and just like I don't know. I've been going through some tough times. Like we're going through some hella tough times. So it's like I can finally like breathe right. I'm having to like, I'm just reaching a point where I'm starting to try to breathe again. Like, cause times have been, just things I've been dealing with and stuff. Like, it's been a little, it's been a little crazy. So yeah, it was like finally caught a break, man. Cause I prayed, man. I was just like, bro, I need a break, yo. Like, I straight asked for it, and just genuinely, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been just dealing with too much for too long. Like, it's time that I get a little break. So very thankful that that's what's unfolding right now. So just trying to remain, it's just humble and thankful, and you know we in some times right now, man. But we headed for some good times. And that's what they don't want. That's what they don't want us focusing on. But to me, that's also why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, not just to prepare for bad times, but to also prepare for good times. So the way that I'm going, I'm trying to cover both of those. I'm trying to cover worst case scenario and think about what could be the light on the other side of that. Yeah, man. You staying real up in here, man. So what's good with y'all? One job. Noodles. Never sell. I will never sell my gold rings. I don't know, man. I mean, I would for some land, for sure. Just to be able to go out there and enjoy nature. I'm talking I'm talking land that when you're out there you feel you're in nature. Like I don't know, man. To me, there's no better. There's some other good things and whatnot, but like there's nothing better than be with nature. Period. Everything else is just freaking cloud chase. Like I'm trying to go back to why we truly here and stuff, and man, we were put here to enjoy nature. So if it ain't trying to do that to the fullest, like I guess that's on you. But you know what I mean? Like to just go be with nature every once in a while isn't good enough for me. Teach their own, man. Teach their own. Teach their own. But to me, raw land out in nature, where you can just be grounded with nature and our infinite everything, man. Like realistically, and within this experience, within this experiment of a planet, within this thought of reality, within this very brainwashed world, and the true wise man knew that true wealth has nothing to do with any kind of money. It ain't no gold. None of that, man. None of that. So this is why I'm flipping vehicles and trying to make things happen quick. Cause I'm tired of paying on my land, my nature, and my nature where I don't have to, where they can't tell me to leave. And if they do, I'm ready to check out anyways. That's what nature does for me, man. That's what having your own piece of system better leave me alone, because if they don't, I don't want this life anymore, bro. I've been through it, and I ain't down with it. Like, just give me my piece of leave me alone. If you're a Bible person, you know, 40 acres, whatever. I'm a realistic person, not a Bible person, so like shit, give me 2 acres and I'm happy. I'm realistic. I ain't like, yeah, 40, 100, 1,000, whatever. That's nice and all, but you know what I mean? Like, no, man, I'm being realistic. 2.39 acres is good enough for me at this point in my life. You know, that can always be, but to me, I mean, that's enough. I got the things that are on those acres, the natural things that are on those acres, man. I don't need nothing else. Like, so, you know, I'm just trying to live within my means, be as free as possible, man. Because, you know, too, it's really a mind state. It's really a mind state, man. You know, like I said, if I fix up the land more than I already have, and you know, there can be some pretty good profit to be made off of getting raw land and making it usable, making it livable. You can make some dough doing that. So, like, but for me, like, I would just, I wanna, I wanna flip properties just like I flip cars. Like, that would be fun. That'd be really fun, man. And getting to just spend all that time in nature with that property, fixing it up, doing things to it out there in nature. Da, da, da. Bam, it's all set up, it's all built, it's all ready to go. All right, move on to the next one. Like, bro, that would be a lot of fun. I'd have a lot of fun with that, man, because that's, you know, that wasn't like a childhood dream. You know, I've always wanted to have my own mechanic shop and, you know, do all kinds of good things with the, you know, having my own big garage, you know, where I could paint and exhaust and everything. Like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to work towards. But, you know, like, how I gotta get there is what time we on. So, yeah, I mean, I was trying to still get there, man. Because soon as you let them tell you you can't, they win. You don't accept defeat. The fight ain't over yet. Oh God, man. Uh, Infinite Creator. The fight ain't over yet. So, man, we out here just enjoying out the ocean right now. I wish I could, you know, it's not summertime yet, so otherwise we'd be out there. If it was warm enough to be out there, and you know, but it's windy, it's not a good time to be out there. Then you're just gonna be dealing with wind and static, and you know. And I want to be out there in the cold wind, like. So, anyways, man, what's good with y'all? What's good with y'all, man? I'm just having a good time right now. You know, making the best out of life, man. Come on, baby girl. I know. I know. That's all you want to do. Man, I know. We will go back out there. You know me. We'll go back out there. Come on. What are you looking at me like that for? It's freaking cold out there, yo. And it's still only, what time is it? What time is it right now? It's only 12:44. It ain't even 1 o'clock. It ain't even 1 o'clock in the after. It ain't even afternoon technically. I mean, it technically is, but you know what I mean. Like, bro, it don't start to get warm until like 2, 4 o'clock. Sometimes it don't even feel warm out until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you only got that for a little bit. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. You know, I'm dealing with being, you know, I was in the Jeep a lot. I was in the motorhome a lot. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I still go out there as much as I can, but man, it's cold. I don't want to. That wind out here is, bro. I'm telling you, you don't know about that cold coastal wind. Bro, it chills you to the bone, to the core. But yeah, so I'm just carefully planning my next move. Like I said, I've spent a lot of time on there trying to calculate my next move. And you know, I think it's important to take time when you get to this. You know, you had half of 1,500. Now you have 2,300. So it's like, all right, like what, $2,302. And more in my account, but I ain't trying to use that. I can't use that because this is a flip challenge. So I started with $520. I can't use any more than what came from that $520 that I started with, which is 2,300 now. So that's it's very important that I take my time into, or maybe even just trying to flip like lawnmowers or something, man. Something, you know, soon, maybe even boats, but something, man. I'm trying to think of how to have fun too, because it's not all about the money, man. It's not all about paying off the land, even though it is. Like, it's still about trying to have fun as much as you can while doing it. So that's what's nice about the Jeep is, you know, I got to go out and have fun with it. I got to go drive out on the beach and do some donuts and, you know, have some fun. So yeah, it's a win-win for that whole thing, man. I got to have fun and, you know, definitely increase, wow, from what I had. It always just feels so, I mean, I'm telling you, it feels so crazy when you have literally taken $500 and made it into 23 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that when you actually like do that and you're like, whoa, man. Just yeah. So I gotta make my next move very smart. I ain't got no room to mess this thing up, man. This is a flip challenge. But yeah, man, people. It's funny that so many people came to check in and stuff, but they. Daisy, come here. Hey, come here, you wild girl. Come here. Come here, you wild girl. Come here. Daddy, come give you love. Come here. You just want some attention, yeah. I mean, you really want to go outside, but want some attention, do? Hmm? Sorry, my girl's over here protesting. My dog's like, we're at the beach and we're not outside. Bro, we played out there for like a half hour, so far, and yeah, we'll go back out there, but the wind and stuff, man, I'm just like, bro, it's not warm enough yet, man. Once it gets closer to about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, that's when it starts to get warm finally. And that's when I like to really go out there. I like to go out there when I can enjoy myself and not be freaking cold. Man, I that's another reason out of many that I left the state that I'm from. I left Montana because, bro, it's too cold, yo. And not only is it too cold, it's too hot. I mean, we're talking brutal winters and we're talking brutal summers. So, bro, too much extreme. So that's why I'm out here, which, you deal with some a different kind of cold. It's a humid, there's still wind out there and stuff, so you can't really, I guess, compare that too much. But I guess it's more of a dry cold where I'm from, even though we get snow and stuff. But the humidity in the air isn't like the same. Out where I'm at, it's like 98% humidity, supposedly. So, yeah, it's a different kind of cold that I'm not used to. My dog doesn't seem to mind as long as it's not raining. We both don't like that. We don't want to be wet and cold. That's how you get sick. Can't be wet and cold, huh? But yeah, sorry. I just had to give my dog some attention here. She's tripping out because we're not back outside yet. I'll throw on a coat in a minute, in a while. Just a little bit, huh? But anyways, y'all, what y'all doing, man? I'm just I'm not trying to move on something quite yet. I just turned 520 into 23 23 $100 bills. So, yeah, I'm trying to make my next move smart. I'm trying not to even spend all that if I don't have to. I'm trying to make my next move smart. Like, ultimately, I think I want to figure out how to stay within that 500, you know, with fixing up and whatever, 700 to 1,000 at the most. So if I have 1,000 invested into something, then you know mean, the bare minimum is like, 25. I'm not, I'm not trying to. I shouldn't have to do that many moves to come up with 5 grand. If you play it smart enough. So yeah, let's see what happens with the series, man. Say I turned 520 into 2300, so I'm happy with that. You have to be really greedy and ungrateful and I don't know, weird, and I don't know, man. To not, think that that's good enough for just doing one thing. I mean, one transaction, that's a pretty good profit with minimal work that I put into it, you know. So, and I got to have fun on top of it. Gotta go and so that, yeah, man. Anyways, I'm just trying to help. Hopefully, some other people, man, get motivated into just doing something fun and not only fun, but going to pay you for your time. Time is valuable. Time is valuable. That's why I'm not focused on gold and stuff like that, man. Because, bro, I want to have fun while I'm doing it. I don't really see what's fun about gold. Like, to just keep it 100. I mean, I want to have active fun with whatever I'm doing. I want it to benefit me spiritually, mentally, and financially. Otherwise, I'm kind of just wasting my time, and I'm just kind of obsessed with something that's not even actually doing anything beneficial for you. So that's just my take on it. But anyways, y'all, what's good? What's good, man? We're talking about doing things that are beneficial to you. You know, not just um, not just on a long term. We could think about long term once you. Even then, man, we're trying to benefit more than financially, man. More than financially. That's what time it is, man. Find something you actually really enjoy doing. Getting yourself off your butt and doing, you know. So that is beneficial to your mind, body, spirit. So, what I'm saying? That's why my focus, that's why, I got my lenses on, man. I'm trying to see what, I'm trying to focus on some things that matter. To me, gold, just unfortunately, like, yeah, it's cool and all, but yeah, I don't know. Trying to think of things that do more than one thing, more than two things, more than three things, even. Yeah, man. Today's world, man. You want to do things. I'm out here at the ocean right now. Yeah, well, I've already been outside, so I ain't gotta stay outside at the ocean all day. I can come in and out whenever I want. That's what I love about my little setup I got right here, man. And I'm very, very thankful to, that's also too why I'm not trying to jump into doing into just spending this profit, on a vehicle barely worth my time. It's got to be worth my time like the first one just was. But otherwise, I at least have a peace of mind right now of, if something happened to my shelter here and wheels, all in one, that I've already seen some on Marketplace that I can afford right now. So, and I wouldn't be losing anything. I'd be actually gaining on the ones that I have found that I'd be willing to put up 1,500 to 2,000. Good at finding stuff on the low. You ain't gotta spend a bunch of money to have what you need, man. But anyways, that's also why I'm trying to repeat the same process that I just did. Act like, okay, so, well, let's do something. So I started with 3, 4, 5, 20, so 6, 7. Okay. Realistically, I may have even put in up to 8. So up to 8. We'll call it 8. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's the number that I just said. And, but what's really crazy is, so if you were to do, trying to play with some things here. But so realistically, if I could, because right now I do have enough to do that, actually. So let's think about that for a second. Of 500 here. 500 here. So that's what we started with. 500. 500. 500. 500. Okay. So that's 4 times right there. Started with 500. I now have 4 500s right there. You see what I'm saying? Because I done have 2,300 out of starting with 500. So, okay. And then that gives you 300 plus some more if I needed, but to make each one of these 500s worth more, or even 1,000. Because if I could turn each one of these 500s into even 1,000, you know what I'm saying, then I'd be looking at 4,000 instead of 2,000. Or you can just do it in like one transaction and just have $2,000 and then still 300. So I don't know, man. All I know is I'm gonna do whatever's gonna be profitable. So that's what I've been on all last night and this morning. And I've already found some candidates. I've already found a few different kind of ways that I can go about it. Instead of just sticking to the same exact thing, it doesn't necessarily have to be a vehicle flip challenge. You can do other things. All I know is that gives you a whole lot more room to work with than what I started with when I was like, that was my intention of doing what I was doing, was to have this. You know, I wanted 2,500, lowered it to 23 and made a quick sale. Could have waited for the other 200. To me, I was just ready to move on. So $200 isn't worth me waiting too much longer. Like, yeah, I was ready to sell it and move on. So anyways, yo, so knows I just don't want to go broke again. That's what I do know. And this can just be swallowed up in a heartbeat, which is why I got to invest it into ways that'll make me quick paybacks. You know what I mean? That's that hustler's mentality. That's what I gotta have right now. It's what anybody's gotta have right now to, I think, really get prepared and ready for. And that's what I'm doing. Trying to pay off this land right now, man. If I had another $2,700 on top of this, I would have enough to pay it off. 2,700 is close to what I just got, 2,300. So, you know what I'm saying? I should be able. So that's why I only want to spend like 800 again. You know, 5 to 800, and be able to get at least another 2 grand, 2 to 25. You could do it, man. If you find a $500 vehicle, we'll just say it needs a we'll just say $300 transmission. So you can get these things used. That's 800. Let's say the car's worth 2,500 in working order. So now you just 800 to 20 to 2 to 25. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I'm really, really hoping that this ends up finding the right people that just kind of, maybe. Yeah, man. Because, yeah, man, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So you just gotta have the right marketing skills, people skills, you know, and to make it a longevity thing, yeah, definitely gotta have honesty. Because if you don't have honesty, man, it ain't gonna be a very good end game. Even if you get away with it, karmically and all that, you ain't getting away with shit. So, yeah, man, honesty. That's why I even tell people from the rip. Most people, like I like to tell people that that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I'm just trying to get this, fix it up, make some money. Trying to pay off my land, yo. I want to, because once I have 6 to 7 thousand, if I can even have $6,000 in my hand, I'll go pay it off. And by then, realistically, I'll only owe like $4,500 or 47 or something like. So, yeah, man. So if I can even have $5,700, I'll pay that off and still have enough to try to redo what I just did. So that way, I need to leave myself a grand to comfortably repeat the same process to then have my land paid off and like 2,300 bucks in my hand. That will be really nice. And then we can start to go from there without that monthly payment every month. That'll be nice. Then I can have a place to work on things, store things, and work on them and hold down that fort, man. Because now I ain't got a monthly payment. So now I can really start to live more free. And that's what they don't want you doing. That's what they do not want you doing. But man, gotta have that mentality, yo. You can't let them take that. Once they've taken that, they've won. And we ain't finna let them demons win. Demons is not gonna win. Like I said, you can get away with a whole lot of shit. But you ain't getting away from that karma of all the shit you just done did. You ain't getting away from that. So, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to do things the right way. Like show people that you can do things the right way and still be happy. Like even while even with being out here, man, having to watch my back and stuff, like I can still be happy while doing it, man. That's what matters. Can't let them steal your happiness neither, man. And ooh, they try. And ooh, they pump all this fear into you, and uncertainty, and because living an uncertain life where you're not just renting a place, throwing all that money into the wind. Bro, renting a place was like me taking this 2,300 that I just worked for and throwing it in the ocean right now in the wind. Bro, what? Society's gotta get a. People say they don't have time and they don't have time for this, they don't have time for that. And yet you're renting a place that you're just tossing this in the wind. You know what I mean? So I'm just, bro, we ain't gotta do all that. People are always complaining, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for that. I see it all the time when I'm looking at cars and stuff, man. I'm looking at cars for sale and stuff, man. The simplest things, man. The simplest things. People ain't got time for. But the way I was raised, that just is not. But I'm thankful for those people. Very, very, very thankful for those people. Because without those people, I wouldn't be able to do this. So, on the flip side of it, there really is a reason for everything out there, man. Because if you didn't have a bunch of people that didn't have time for things, man, then there wouldn't be this. And to have fun while doing it, that's the best part of it. To have fun while doing it, man. That just seals the deal of like, all right, now I gotta stay on this. This is why I'm gonna be very. I mean, I want to make something happen within the next couple days, but or things. I don't know though, man, because you gotta be. That's why I like doing cars because there's always somebody out there that needs a car. There's always new drivers. There's always people that one little thing goes wrong and they park it and go get another one. So, and that's also too what keeps me. I need to stay doing this, man. If I can get smart and disciplined enough to just keep doing this, I'll be all right, man. Comes down to discipline, man. You can't just, oh, I want this, I want that. Oh, ooh, I'm balling. Ooh, I'm hood rich. Ooh. I've been there before. I've been hood rich as a motherfucker, man. I've been there before. But man, that's not what I'm trying to. That's not what I'm on. I ain't on none of that, man. I'm focused on freedom. The freedom they don't want you to have. But really, it's a state of mind and the right surroundings to allow yourself to, have that state of mind. Not only have the state of mind, but have the physical reality behind it. And this, like to say, nothing's real, know, this is all, and it is, you think about it, you know, uh, everything physical of this world, you ain't get to take with you when you leave. Again, back to why land is way more important to me. I'd rather spend my time in the dirt, in the trees, in the rocks, and holding on to something that don't give me that. I don't know. Just once you start actually living out here like this and start actually being with nature more and more, then you really, really like start to tap into its importance. Like Ralph Smart, man, he out there. Man, shout out to Ralph Smart, bro. That dude, I like dude. Breathing in that good ass baby. Man. But anyways, so it's been an alright it's definitely been an alright day, I've been tired, yo. I'm tired today. Really tired. Like I just I barely slept last night. What's wrong with the Daisy? Come here, baby girl. What's wrong with the baby? What's wrong with the baby boo boo? Come here. Oh, what's up with the baby girl? Oh, look at this girl. Look at this little baby girl. Oh, I got this little baby girl. Oh, I got this little Daisy. Is she just over here just whipping, huh? Is she just over here? This is what she loves right here, huh? It's just like the Daisy was. Is when Daddy just does that. Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's what the Daisy likes, huh? Oh, oh, she's getting a little feisty, huh? Anyways, y'all, what's good? Will you go to heaven when you die? No, and you're not gonna go to hell neither. So that's a figment of your imagination, but yeah, especially if you find Yeshua within yourself, find that Yahweh within yourself, man. Anyways, it's been a good session, man. I'm gonna get off here. Peace and love, y'all. Love, man. Love and light.